Hey guys, how's it going? It's 8-Bit Eric. Welcome back to the channel. Got the gray comfy shirt on. We're going to talk about this rumor that just happened the other night. I haven't gotten around to talking about it. I'm a little late, but it's better to be late-bit Eric than no-bit Eric, right? Well, we've been getting these Nintendo Switch Pro rumors for quite some time, and they've heated back up the last week or so because of reports from Bloomberg saying that it is pretty much guaranteed that we're going to get a Switch Pro that has 4K output with a 720p screen. We all talked about it. We're all taking the wait and see approach. Well, now there's a new report that Nvidia is going to end production of the Tegra chip that's currently in the Nintendo Switch. So why is this important? Well, Nintendo will no longer have a fresh batch of this chip to put in their Nintendo Switches. They'll be gone. So Nintendo has to have an alternative, right? An alternative chip that they're going to put in their Switches. This means they're going to be upgrading the Nintendo Switch. So we're going to read this. We're going to speculate a little bit more, of course. Nothing has been confirmed by Nintendo right now. Nintendo is keeping its secrets. It is silent and quiet right now in the world of Nintendo, but everything is pretty much showing that we're going to be getting an upgraded console here. So let's go ahead. We're going to read this article. So report Nvidia to end production of the Nintendo Switch Tegra chip. So both the Switch and Switch Lite use the Tegra X1 Mariko chip. Nvidia is thought to be discontinuing. So if they discontinue this again, Nintendo needs to do something, right? Which is make a new console with a new chip in it. So to begin the article, it says Nintendo can't delay upgrading the internals of its Switch hybrid console much longer if the latest rumor is to be believed. Nvidia is apparently preparing to end production of its Tegra X1 Mariko processor this year, which is the chip found at the heart of every Switch today. As Game Reactor reports, a person familiar with the matter has stated Nvidia will stop making the Tegra X1, better known as the Tegra X1 Mariko system, on a chip at some point in 2021. So in 2021, at some point, we're already at the middle of March. So they got what, like 9 more months to go? Some point. So this means Nintendo would no longer have access to a fresh supply unless, of course, it upgraded the Switch to use an alternative SoC. The Japanese company can, however, ensure it orders enough Mariko chips to fulfill its short-term needs. So I guess maybe before they discontinue it, Nintendo could order like a lot. I don't know. To me, that kind of seems pointless. It seems to me that it would be kind of in Nintendo's best interest to figure out a way to make a new console that has a more powerful processor because this one's going away. You know, so currently both the Switch and the Switch Lite use the Mariko processor. If this production rumor does turn out to be true, though, then Nintendo will already have a plan in place, hopefully, to update both models or maybe replace them completely, which is what we're trying to say here when it comes to the Nintendo Switch Pro or the Super Nintendo Switch. I hope it's called the Super Nintendo Switch. And I wanted to have the Super Nintendo logo, like the red logo with like the way it used to look. I think that would look awesome. So yeah, unless they have a plan in place or they're buying backup chips and ordering them ahead of time, they're going to be replacing this. This is what I'm speculating. Now again, nothing has been confirmed. But if they're going to continue with the Switch Lite as well, they need to do something to, if they're going to keep the Switch Lite in production, they need to figure something out with that, how to replace that. So I don't know, guys. This is a very interesting situation because last week we did hear reports of this new Switch model launching later this year. It's going to have a 7-inch 720p OLED screen, upgraded internal components to output 4K visuals when the console's docked. According to the rumor, Samsung is helping put the OLED panels, and that shipping should begin in June. A lot of this hasn't been confirmed, but Nintendo just hasn't announced this. So who knows? Are they gonna wait until production stops with these chips and then move something? It's kind of a weird situation because Nintendo is absolutely silent Are they going to phase out both of the existing Switch models, both the Switch Pro and the Nintendo Switch? Who knows at this point what Nintendo is going to do, but I think this is pointing closer and closer that we're going to see something, a more upgraded, more powerful system that uses a different chip made by Nvidia. So let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below, guys. I'd love to hear what you have to say. Subscribe if you haven't. I'll see you on the next one.